You know, you got seniority, you know somebody.
I cut this up for Rick. Here, guys, this over here.
Can I sit right here? You'll sit right there.
Hey, baby. Stop. A delicious dish.
What are you drinking?
Iced. I think it's water. I think it's ice water. Mexican water, maybe. You know?
Mexican?
How's the bread?
Good.
How good?
Really good.
Another one.
Oh my. You know what? Stealing my purse.
I haven't got these kids' pictures here, dude. You're here. You're the one that plays the guitar there. They're playing pretty, honey. Go sit there. I have.
Hey, Marissa.
You have to write a note to Grandma. What? You have to write a note to Grandma.
Marissa.
The garbage over here.
I'm trying to contain it.
I don't want it all by
Marissa.
I don't think I should write anything. Probably because of the fact that they can't read it unless I type it out later.
Put this garbage. I don't like it all back here.
Oh my gosh. Oh, we're so close right here. Do you like to be right in my face? Do you like the way my face looks right now?
Hey, take a picture of me.
Braces. Teeth. Large mouth fast. Oh, your delicious bed.
I know a kid named Cameron. He's right there.
What's she doing? What's she doing over there?
How do you spell your name?
Are you writing on the table?
No, y'all. It's C wrong. C wrong.
Oh my goodness.
It's like all like
Once again, happy 50th. We love you very much, and so glad to celebrate this wonderful occasion with you. So God bless you.
Hey Harold and Donna, congratulations on your 50th anniversary. Esther and I are so pleased that we're here to celebrate with you. We wish you God's richest blessings in the years ahead, and may your lives continue to be filled with happiness, joy, and His peace.
No, I'm not ready.
Grandma and Grandpa.
Grandma
and Grandpa since I was born.
I know that they like to eat cheese. And one time they made
macaroni and cheese for protein so I wouldn't be hungry at school. Grandma makes delicious food. Delicious.
Delicious dish.
Like pasta.
And stuffed peppers.
Kester is German
Those are good.
for Wiener Schnitzel.
You're
Grandma, Grandpa, seriously, the best.
Veggie tails.
I don't know where I'd be without you guys. Let alone if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't have existed. So, love you, and I hope you have a great day today. And I know you won't be seeing this today, but love you.
We went seven. Circle.
Circle, circle.
Bye.
Hello. You'll hear from me a little later on.
Okay.
Ask Aunt Kim though; she's full of wisdom.
No, I'm not too full of wisdom. Don't like to say much.
Give it to her. I ate it. It was good.
My
stomach.
Food in it. Appreciate them very much. What I thought would be nice now is I know there's a couple folks who wanted to share some thoughts and some of the good feelings this afternoon with parents, and I want to also open it up to other folks who might want to just spend a minute or so and just kind of share their feelings for mom and dad, for my parents. For the past 50 years, certainly it's nice to have my dad's sisters here. Obviously they grew up with him and know him from his days as an army young man. This is Big Red. This is Big Red. And I am Little Red.
Tell who called us that.
Mike Bocci.
Upon some of the memories that we had in the last 48 years. We met Donna and Harold. He was our neighbor over there on East 148th Street in Collinwood. He lived next door upstairs, and I lived upstairs where next door to him. But we got together, we started going out fishing, and that led into hunting. And then we got into this camping kit where I had a camper and he had a camper. We just packed up and north we went. And had lots of good times. We lived in Brunswick and we had one of these above ground pools, and Harold bring his family over. We'd go on in the garden and work, And when that was done, we had a ball in that pool. Little things like that mean a lot. So, well, as the years went by, everybody grew up. So thank you, Harold.
God bless you, buddy. Bless you.
Thank you.
Most of you think that I was a banker, but in this room, I'm pretty well known as a fisherman. I went fishing with David over here. Spruce Knob Lake, wasn't that the place we went? I went up to West Virginia. It's interesting driving in West Virginia. If you look over the side of those hills, if you get too close to the side of the road, or you get a little woozy, you're going to go down about 300 feet because in West Virginia they don't have any guardrails. So when we were taking it back to Spruce Knob Lake, I said, Harold, don't get too close now. 300 feet straight down, we'll never catch any fish. Well, Harold and David and I, we stayed with David, we went fishing. And I'm not the world's best fisherman, Harold will tell you that we fished in the stream, we fished at the lake, and we figured out that the guy that was drunk in the boat next to us in the lake was catching all the fish. He must have been throwing those beer bottles in or something. He didn't catch a single thing, and that guy was just singing away and throwing his line in. So then we went to the creek, we went down by the creek, Harold, and Harold taught me that you don't put a 4-pound sinker when you're fishing in the stream. I used all my sinkers up, I didn't catch a fish. So Harold says, I better take you back to the Great Lakes. Maybe you'd be a better fisherman out there. Phil and I catch a lot of perch in Lake Erie. So Harold doesn't, go fishing at 10 o'clock in the morning. He wants to go fishing early. So I got up real early. Didn't have time for breakfast, but I ate a piece of chocolate cake. I got in Harold's little boat, smell that gasoline or kerosene. And let me tell you, the fish might have been biting after I was laying over the side of the boat. I got so sick. Harold said, "You sure you know how to fish?" And then he bought me a fishing board, you know, the cutting board with a knife, and that my filleting board. My filleting board is still brand new. It's 20 years old and still brand new. But I've had a lot of great experiences with Harold and with Phil and with David going down to West Virginia. It's just special. What I like most about Harold lately is now he's home for Thanksgiving, doesn't go hunting anymore. But I just like him because, you know, he's a real brother in the Lord. Even though we come from different backgrounds and different cultures, we have had a lot of laughs and a lot of fun through the years. And the same with Donna. They're just dear friends of ours. And as Esther said so many times, we're so pleased that whatever happened a week ago wasn't very serious, and you're here with us today, and we're all rejoicing that.
Amen.
So, and these three lovely sisters you have here, Doris, Jean, and Eleanor, and Joanne, why, they're just sparking up the place. Thank you for the memories and for all the good times. Esther and I think it's special. It's our privilege to be sharing the time with you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Joe. Thank you, Joe. Anyone else?
Prolific as Joe, but we had some good times together, and I've known Harold for, 30, 35, 36 years, something like that. And we've had some very good times together. Most of our good times were fishing. Some of the bed and breakfast trips we've gone on were also very good as well, and certainly remember that. Always look forward to that. One of the incidents I remember is John and Harold and I think Tommy was with us too. We're fishing on at Pymatoonie, and it seemed like every weekend we went it would rain. Well, we went this one weekend, and John and Harold and Tommy and I were fishing, and clouds are getting darker and darker. And Harold says, "We better go in." John says, "Nah, it's not going to rain. It's not going to rain." I'll tell you, it poured. I mean, it gushed on us. It really rained. I got a shower. It's not going to rain. Then another time, this had happened not too long ago. Harold and I were going fishing, and we were putting the boat in the water. Harold decided to take a swim. Clothes and all. He fell in. I said, "Why did you do that?" He said, "I didn't do that." I tried to get him out. I'll tell you, it was really something. It was scary at the time, but then we had a good time. We didn't go fishing that day.
Yeah, now they couldn't walk on water.
A lot of good times. I love you both.
Thank you, Bill. Most I like that. All right.
I went to school to learn how to speak, so I had to take notes. You're probably all wondering, you know, they mentioned Dad's little episode this past week, and the doctors weren't able to find exactly what the enigma was that caused the problem, but I decided to do a little research myself. And, I was able to find out through some diligent research that last Saturday, Mom and Dad were down in the basement, and Dad turned to Mom and said, "Honey, you know, it's our golden anniversary, why don't we do something special?" And Mom turned to Dad and says, "Well, we could run up the stairs and make whoopee."
I can see her saying it.
Very hot.
And Dad turned to her and says, "Well, make up your mind, we can't do both." You know, 50 years is a long time, and I also, from the family's point of view, want to thank everybody for being here and just celebrating Mom and Dad's 50th anniversary. I was just calculating 50 years is over 26 million minutes. And if we live our lives minute by minute, you know, that song that came out from the Broadway production Rent, how do you measure the life of a man? How do you measure the year in a life? How do you measure 50 years in a life? And 50 years of marriage, how do you measure that? Well, what it comes down to, obviously we know from Scripture that it comes down to relationships. Our relationship vertically and then our relationship horizontally. So, in the words of the old show from the 1950s, Dad and Mom, as you look around, if you want to know what the measure of your life is and what your relationship is, you look around at your family and your friends and your loved ones, this is your life. And we celebrate it with you. We thank you for your commitment. And you know, we can't stress our love and appreciation for you enough. Wanted to talk a little bit about how things change in 50 years. And I think one important thing, and I wanted to check, some of you overheard me checking with Mom. Mom, when you and Dad met, you were 14, right? 14? Dad was 20, okay? Just to show you how things change, okay? Some people didn't know that. I thought in 1956, when a young 20-year-old man and a young 14-year-old girl got together, was considered romantic. 50 years later, when a 20-year-old young man gets together with a 14-year-old girl, it's a crime! So things do change over the years. Just a few things that were going on 50 years ago. Dwight Eisenhower was president. A gallon of gas cost 23 cents. First class postage stamp was 3 cents. And Joe, just for you, the Dow Industrial Average was 498.
If you would have bought stock then.
Exactly. Top TV shows: I Love Lucy, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, The Life and Legend of Wyatt Earp. Our top shows today are Desperate Housewives and Wife Swap. And the price of gas today, I don't have to tell you that. Another little interesting tidbit that I wanted to share with you that you all should know is that I called my dad yesterday and tried to get his feeling about the whole 50-year thing, and I called him on the phone. He started crying. And I said, Dad, what's going on? What's he crying for? He says, well, son, there's a story I never told you. And he says, you know, 50 years ago, your pappy, who was my grandfather, called him Pappy, caught me and your mom in the barn. I said, whoa. I said, what are you crying for? He says, well, you know, he gave me a choice. He said, son, you can either marry my daughter or spend the next 50 years in jail. And I said, Dad, this still doesn't explain why you're crying. He says, well, yes it does, because as of today, my tie would have been up. But in all honesty, if the success of a 50-year marriage can be based on the love and commitment that the couple still maintains, if it can be measured for each other by the love and respect of their children and of their grandchildren, if it's enveloped by years and years of wonderful friendships and the love of extended family, then Mom and Dad, this is your life. A fantastic success, and we offer you congratulations.
Oh, yeah.
And now a little tribute from Cameron and Seth.
Danny, can you come on? All right. I haven't had much time to learn this song really, but it's a good song, and apparently, I guess back in '56 or whatever, like I don't know, when dinosaurs were still around. I guess this song was Billboard charts, or I don't even know if Billboard was around. All right, this is Elvis Presley's song, "Love Me Tender," and we tried to change it around a little bit because I have a hard time doing old school vibrato and all that. So here it goes.
Tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfilled. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me long, take me to your heart, for it's there that I belong, and will never part. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfilled. For my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me tender, love me dear, tell me you are mine. I'll be yours all the years, till the end of time. Love me tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfilled. For my darling, I love you, and I always will.
That's that. I know half of you probably didn't even hear it because I was really quiet and kind of nervous, which is kind of odd. But I usually don't get nervous in front of large groups of people, but they're all a little bit more experienced with life than me. It's kind of hard.
Thanks again, guys.
Good job.
I never made
Well,
it.
we didn't miss on our wedding day, and we're not gonna.
No, I'm gonna start that.
Gotta get you.